All right, day number 14. It is February 26th, and it's about 10 o'clock, so I'm getting a little earlier, I think. It's Sunday, so I work tomorrow, but, it is what it is. I feel like I got to get these things done. Like I said before, I think at least 3 weeks worth of these videos would be beneficial. I said I was going to do them, so I'm doing them. And probably more like 4 weeks just to kind of cover that the terrible threes, like the 3 days, 3 weeks, and 3 months is usually kind of the trigger points, I guess. For whatever damn reason, I don't know if there's like psychological reason behind that, but so yeah, I'm gonna have the THC quitting flavor videos for at least 4 weeks, and then who knows like what I'm gonna do after that. There's been a lot of great positive feedback. Despite my being uncomfortable, people say that I sound confident anyway, or seem confident, but like this is the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done. Put my damn face and bare my soul to the fucking world on the internet, on YouTube of all places, for anybody to see. And like I honestly don't feel like I'm holding anything back now. Like what else is there that I can be honest about? So if you find a way to not support me, then good on you. Please let me know so I don't have to waste my energy or my time kind of relying on you in any way. But it's fair, to each their own. But yeah, there's been a lot more positive feedback than negative, for sure. Let me put it that way. But there's always going to be people that try to remind you of where you came from and the shitstorm that you're trying to crawl out of. And maybe that's because they're still there themselves. And it's the crab in the bucket thing again. Like, if it's a behavioral phenomenon, or whatever the fuck word, it's a behavior of a crab to want to kind of keep, if a crab tries to escape a bucket and there's a group of crabs in there, it'll claw that motherfucker back and keep them in there with, I don't know what the fuck behavioral fucking process that is, but crab in the bucket, look it up, it's a term, I didn't make it up. I'm just fucking a little frazzled a bit, but like, you can kind of, once you start challenging yourself and you start digging deep enough, then you can kind of see the darkness in other people that they try to kind of, they try to not pass on to you, but they try to spread. Like, misery loves company, and you can kind of start to tell. Once your light shines so bright, you can kind of tell that there's a bit of a shadow to some people. And I'm not generalizing, like, if you fucking watch this, and like, I think you'd be able to know if you're that person, because I am pretty, I'm not forward and I'm not blunt, but I wear my heart on my sleeve at all times. It's been a blessing and a curse all throughout my life. I've been honest to a fault at points. Maybe like I'm overly sensitive, anxious, like whatever the fuck. I like to try to be as honest and as truthful as I possibly can be. And if I know better, I'll do better. But if you're wrong, I'll fucking tell you you're wrong. And I won't waste a lot of time or energy on like proving my point. I'll just, I'll be the example. I'll set the example. And if you don't like that, you can fucking do your own journey. Like, everybody has their path to travel in life. So that's all I got to say about that. As far as addictions go, like, I feel the dreams are getting pretty vivid, honestly. Last night I had a fucking wicked nightmare. I don't even know how to describe it. The best I can do is like describe it as a Freddy Krueger type Nightmare on Elm Street part, where I was asleep and it was like a dark presence, a dark, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a sinister kind of, a sinister feeling where I I didn't know how to fight it. Like I couldn't validate my own thoughts. There was this voice telling me that it gives me goosebumps just talking about it, honestly. And I don't know if I should give it power, but fuck it. Like, I'm going to speak my truth regardless. But it wasn't even a voice, but it was like, it was like something was telling me there was something in the room. Like, and I couldn't move. Like, I don't even know what was happening at the time, but it was just like I was there and there was something like not warning me, but like, oh God, it's so creepy. But it was just like something's in the room, something's in the room. And it wasn't even words. It was just like a fucking, like an anxious, so disgusting. But that's kind of like, it was almost like I was dreaming about the addiction in like demon form, but like you couldn't see nothing, you couldn't sense anything other than this like fucking presence. But I woke up in a cold sweat, and you know, I fuck, I woke my girlfriend up because I was like crying legit. Not because I was scared or anything, but it rattled the fuck out of me. So yeah, I don't know. I think what it all means is I just need to keep challenging these fucking the darkness. Like keep finding my light. I'll keep on this path that I'm on, and let the pieces fall where they may. Like if you don't like what I'm doing, then that's great. Like just do yourself. Like don't fucking try to bring me down to any level. I don't fit into any like pigeonholes. I think I talk about this a lot, but yeah, it's like a symptom of our culture where I don't know if it's jealousy or if it's like I make people uncomfortable, and not to generalize, but like it's just a fact. Like if somebody betters themselves and people are used to you being a certain way, then it makes them feel uncomfortable, and then they'll try to fuck with you. It's almost like they fuck with you, but it's not on purpose. It's because of their darkness. It's because of where they're at and where they've been, and it's their own addiction to their own thoughts. So it's up to you, up to me, I guess. I'm talking to myself. It's up to you to kind of separate yourself and be unbiased. And I guess it ties into my dream a little bit, in that I forgot to not judge it. You don't judge these fucking feelings. You try to remain unbiased. You don't judge it, whether it's good or bad. You observe it, and you kind of logically approach it, and you compartmentalize it, and you just break it down as being like, well, is there a validating reason, or is there a rational reason? Is there anything of value here? And like, if not, just move the fuck on. And if there is, then okay, take what's of value to it and just fucking leave the rest. Apply it to whatever thought process or thing that you're doing, and like be better for it. It doesn't have to be good or bad. I think just thinking will make it so, and like thought conditioning. And a lot of that has to do with fear, like fear. Like fear of success, fear of fucking everything, like fear of letting go, fear of change, fear of success, fear of seeing somebody else succeed and like them changing, or like, you know, yeah, that's oh man. Then the book I'm reading now is well, I'm not reading, I listened to the audio book, but it's called The Mountain Is You, and it touched on all this, and like it made me kind of and one of the key points today was self-sabotage. And it rang true in the fact that what stood out to me was perfectionism is a form of self-sabotage, in that it'll keep people where they are based on the fact that they're afraid to fail. They're afraid of people perceiving them as a failure. Like, if you start something, chances of you fucking being good enough to be like proficient at it, I don't want to say perfect, but because that's not possible, but to start something and be like naturally good at it is fucking impossible. You're going to have to start where you are. The time is never going to be perfect. You're never going to have the right moment, the right mind frame. The trick is to fucking show up consistently, make consistent small fucking improvements, and that is where that's where the growth is. Like, it's not going to be fucking night and day. And a lot of that has to do with like recovery. It's one day. If you can't do 1 day at a time, do 1 hour at a time, 1 minute at a time, fuck 1 second at a time. And it's a lot like ultra marathons where it is 1 step at a time. 1 step at a fucking time. And fuck what your mind says. Fuck what anybody else says. Just keep fucking going. As long as you don't go backwards. And if you stop, just make sure it's a little break. And make sure you just get up and keep going. Keep going in the direction that you feel you need to go in. And whether it rains, whether it snows, whether it fucking rains hellfire, whether you're fucking walking through mud or lava, or I don't give a fuck what it is. It's powerful stuff. It's powerful stuff. Everything's kind of tying into each other. And I feel very comfortable. Like, running to me has become the ultimate metaphor. Life is the ultimate ultra marathon. And I feel like I'm succeeding in the hardest ultra marathon that there is. It's life. And I don't want to be a perfectionist. I will never claim to be perfect. I will never claim to have it all figured out. And I think anybody who says that otherwise is a fucking liar. Even on my Instagram, I don't portray myself as living this perfect life. I feel like I'm open enough to be perceived as somebody who is human. Like, I fuck up. I'm very stubborn in terms of my training and physical progress, I guess. And that ties into like mental health and everything. Like, I'm not afraid to speak my mind as far as like my own feelings go, but I will not fucking allow myself to stoop to somebody else's level, because usually that means I have to lower my standards, and nowadays that's just not acceptable. So, and like, I'm not rude about it. I don't try to be fucking confrontational, but like, yeah, no, I got a bit of a dragon in my soul. And one day I'll probably talk about what the fucking Navy did for me, but they woke the dragon a bit, and that was about 8 years ago. That anniversary's coming up soon, actually, so I'll probably touch on that a bit more. But for 8 years, I've been finding my backbone, finding this dragon, feeding this dragon, and just transforming into this motherfucker that people can believe in. Like, you can put your faith in me. I will do my best at anything I say I'm going to do. Yeah, and if I know better, I'll do better. And that's what fucking life is. I think that's what growth is. I think that's what maturity is. I think learning from past generations, breaking those curses that, like, my father had some demons. I think I'm facing the very same demons that killed him. Yeah, and that's where it is. Like, it all ends with me. My daughter will not know that her father gave up in any fucking shape or form. So that's my legacy. Like, that's going to be my legacy. And that's all I really care about. I care about what my daughter thinks of me, and to be of value to my environment, leave a positive impact. And it all starts with making the hard choices, doing the hard shit, crying my eyes out at night if I have to, but I will not fucking stop. I will keep going in the direction that I feel is best, and fuck what anybody else says. So I hope I said something of value for somebody here. I think I might have ranted a little bit, but yeah, I got goals, man. The next 20 years, I think this is going to be fucking powerful. This is just the start. And like, I don't want to be perfect. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm figuring it out. Like, and that's that is recovery. That is growth. But yeah, if you have any thoughts on that, please let me know. Please let me know if I'm making any sense too, because I feel like I just kind of went off on a tangent. And this video's getting long, but day 14, feeling strong, feeling driven, feeling fucking tired because I slept 4 hours last night. These fucking dreams are fucking crazy, but it's part of the process, man. Like the mind is powerful. So if I can focus in on get that laser focus in, and the discipline that I kind of touch on with my ultra marathon training, like, it'll come together. It's going to come together one day where I'm at a point where I can just focus on just fucking skyrocketing rather than kind of digging into this shitstorm that my life, well, not my life has been up to this point, but that I allowed myself to feel victim of. Yeah, and just taking my power back, like claiming my power. The fucking dragon is awake, and I'm going to keep feeding it. Feed your dragon. That's the moral of the story. I'll see you on day 15. 2 weeks down, baby. What? Oh my God, that's crazy. I'm so proud. I'm so proud to be of value to people that reach out to me in a positive way. And if anybody has negative, you know what? Even if it's negative, like, reach out to me. I will gladly speak my mind, and I'll probably set you straight a little bit of any misconceptions that you might have of me. So, but damn, my beard is majestic. The dragon is awake. The dragon is hungry, and I will keep feeding it. Peace. See you on day 15.